The life of Mahatma Gandhi is one of the most powerful and inspiring stories in human history, a story that proves how truth, patience, and nonviolence can change the destiny of a nation and influence the entire world. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was born on October 2nd, 1869, in the small coastal town of Porbandar in Gujarat, India, into a modest but respected family. His father, Karamchand Gandhi, served as a senior government official, while his mother, Putlabai, was a deeply religious and disciplined woman whose influence left a lifelong impact on Gandhi's character. From a very young age, Gandhi absorbed lessons of honesty, compassion, self-control, and tolerance from his mother, values that later became the foundation of his philosophy. As a child, Gandhi was shy, quiet, and not particularly outstanding in academics, but he possessed a strong moral sense and an inner commitment to truth. At the age of 13, he was married to Kasturba Mukherjee, a marriage that taught him responsibility, patience, and understanding, shaping his views on family life and personal discipline. After completing his early education in India, Gandhi decided to study law, and in 1888, he traveled to England, a journey that marked his first major step into the wider world. Life in England was challenging for him, as he struggled to adapt to Western culture, food habits, and social norms. But these struggles strengthened his determination and self-control. During his time in England, Gandhi not only studied law, but also explored various religious and philosophical texts, including the Bhagavad Gita, the Bible, and writings on different faiths, which deepened his belief in universal brotherhood, tolerance, and nonviolence. After qualifying as a lawyer, Gandhi returned to India in 1891. But his legal career initially faced difficulties, leading him to accept a legal assignment in South Africa in 1893, a decision that would completely transform his life. In South Africa, Gandhi experienced racial discrimination firsthand, most famously when he was thrown out of a first-class train compartment despite holding a valid ticket, simply because of his skin color. This humiliating incident became a turning point, awakening him to the injustice faced by Indians and other non-white communities. Instead of responding with anger or violence, Gandhi began to search for a moral and peaceful method of resistance, eventually developing the concept of satyagraha, which means a force of truth and nonviolence. Through peaceful protests, civil resistance, and unwavering commitment to justice, Gandhi led campaigns against discriminatory laws in South Africa, earning respect as a leader who believed that suffering endured for a just cause could awaken the conscience of the oppressor. After spending more than 2 decades in South Africa, Gandhi returned to India in 1915, no longer just a lawyer, but a seasoned leader with a clear vision for social and political change. Upon his return, Gandhi traveled extensively across India to understand the realities of the people, witnessing widespread poverty, exploitation, and suffering under British colonial rule. He chose to live a simple life, wearing hand-spun khadi clothes, practicing self-discipline, and promoting self-reliance, believing that true freedom required both political independence and moral strength. Gandhi soon emerged as a central figure in India's freedom struggle, leading movements that mobilized millions through peaceful means, including the non-cooperation movement, civil disobedience movement, and Quit India movement. One of the most iconic events of his leadership was the Salt March of 1930, when Gandhi walked over 240 miles to the Arabian Sea to protest the British monopoly on salt, a basic necessity of life. This simple yet powerful act of defiance captured the attention of the world and demonstrated the strength of nonviolent resistance. Gandhi's philosophy of ahimsa, or nonviolence, was not a sign of weakness, but courageous commitment to justice, rooted in the belief that violence only breeds more violence, while peace leads to lasting change. His teachings emphasized truth, equality, self-discipline, and respect for all human beings, regardless of caste, religion, or background. Gandhi worked tirelessly to bridge divisions within Indian society, advocating for harmony between Hindus and Muslims, and fighting against social evils such as untouchability. His ideas and methods inspired global leaders and movements for civil rights and freedom, including figures like Martin Luther King Jr. and Nelson Mandela, who adapted Gandhi's principles to their own struggles. After years of relentless effort and sacrifice, India finally achieved independence on August 15, 1947, marking the end of British colonial rule. However, independence was accompanied by the tragic partition of India and Pakistan, leading to widespread violence, displacement, and loss of life. Gandhi was deeply heartbroken by this violence and dedicated his final months to promoting peace and unity, even undertaking fasts to stop communal hatred and bloodshed. On January 30th, 1948, Mahatma Gandhi was assassinated in New Delhi by a man who opposed his message of tolerance and peace, shocking the world and bringing an end to his physical life, but not to his influence. Gandhi's legacy continues to live on through his teachings, reminding humanity that courage lies in forgiveness, strength lies in nonviolence, and true change begins within the human heart. His life stands as a timeless example that even a simple individual, guided by truth and compassion, can challenge powerful empires and inspire generations to walk the path of peace, justice, and humanity, making Mahatma Gandhi not only the father of the nation, but a moral guide for the entire world. Gandhi was not only a political leader, but also a moral teacher who believed that real freedom could not be achieved without inner discipline and self-purification. He believed that independence was meaningless if people continued to live with fear, hatred, greed, and inequality in their hearts. Gandhi emphasized the importance of self-rule, which he called Swaraj, not just as freedom from British control, but as the ability of individuals to govern their own thoughts, actions, and desires. He encouraged people to overcome fear, speak the truth even when it was difficult, and accept suffering without hatred. Gandhi's life was a constant experiment with truth, where he tested his beliefs through action, sacrifice, and personal struggle. He practiced fasting as a form of self-control and as a peaceful method to awaken moral responsibility in others, believing that suffering voluntarily accepted for a just cause could touch even the hardest hearts. Gandhi also placed great importance on education, but not merely bookish knowledge. He believed education should develop character, moral strength, and a sense of service to humanity. He strongly opposed the idea that progress meant material wealth alone, warning that a world driven only by greed and consumption would lose its soul. Gandhi believed that villages were the heart of India and worked to uplift rural communities by promoting hand-spinning, local industries, cleanliness, and dignity of labor. He taught that no work was small or shameful, and that true service meant serving the poorest and weakest members of society.